The second part of this triading is that you've got to sponsor somebody in the sense that when you take them with you, you've got to spend time with them. Mark, when he explains about Jesus choosing the 12, he chose them in part so that they would be with him. One of the key things that Jesus did was he used the travel time. Have you ever noticed that? They traveled from town to town. Now, the stories are about what happened when they got to that particular place, but it was that travel time, and it would appear that Peter, James, and John were kind of at the front of the group on the pathway, on the roadway going, and Jesus would be interacting with them, yeah, in an informal basis as they were going forward. We don't have a record of those informal conversations, but what we get is a hint when we read the Gospel of John, who fills in from what Matthew, Mark, and Luke had told. He fills in things, many things that weren't there in those other Gospels. These are from his memory as an old man, as he puts out before them some of the things that Jesus did and said, and some of the conversations, some of the most powerful things. When did John get that information? I'm going to suggest that he got it not so much in a formal teaching session, but as he was being sponsored by Jesus, perhaps a teenager, certainly a young man, going along with Jesus, and Jesus pouring his life into him. You've got to have somebody that you sponsor, that you move forward with. And I would suggest to you that if you don't spend at least some time on the phone over maybe texting, but in person preferably, with an individual once a week, then you're going to be missing it. You've got to be investing in that person once a week. One of the great things about church life is that it has already built in a 7-day cycle, and that's really useful. But when you are there and you are trying to engage people in the life of the church, you've got to take all of these principles that we've put together, all of these rules, 3, 5, 10, 15, link, triad is what we're working on now. You've got to, in that 15-minute time frame before and after the meeting, you've got to take your person along with you, so you are sponsoring them and demonstrating them. They can be kind of a meter behind you as you're taking the initiative and talking out loud about what's going on in your mind. Hey, there's somebody over there. I don't know. Come on, let's go. And have that conversation with that new person. They will pick it up more by osmosis. I don't even know what osmosis is, but just kind of, it'll be caught rather than taught. The demonstration of your life will be something that they observe, and it makes a difference. That's what it means to sponsor somebody.